Well, good morning. Today is Monday, September the 28th, and I am joining you for our daily good news. I'm going to be reading a part of Psalm 89 for you today, just verses 1 to 4. This is the psalm that is titled A Maskil or a Maskil of Ethan the Ezrahite. I'll talk a little bit about Ethan in just a moment. So, Psalm 89, verses 1 to 4. I will sing of your steadfast love, O Lord, forever. With my mouth I will proclaim your faithfulness to all generations. I declare that your steadfast love is established forever. Your faithfulness is as firm as the heavens. You said, I have made a covenant with my chosen one. I have sworn to my servant David. I will establish your descendants forever and build your throne for all generations. I absolutely love the Psalms. Psalms are lyrical poems that praise God for his deliverance, for his power, and for his faithfulness. This particular one is called a contemplation. Now, it comes from the Hebrew word maskil, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but from what we know of that word, it means insight or a wise saying. Ethan was one of Zerek's sons who was mentioned in 1 Kings, where Solomon's wisdom is being extolled. It says in there that Solomon was even wiser than Ethan. So I think that we can safely say that Ethan was seen as exceedingly wise. I love Psalm 89. In those first 4 verses, the theme I hear is that love stands firm forever. And in the declaration of this psalm, in the sung praise of this psalm, I hear of God's deliverance, of his power, and yes, of his faithfulness. Today I saw on social media something on Facebook, something that was posted by our independent grocery store that asked if we were going to do Thanksgiving this year. I guess it was a question going out to all of their customers, and I wondered at that kind of question. I know that Thanksgiving is a day that we have on the calendar. Thanksgiving Sunday, of course, is the date that we have as our target date for our first in-person worship to take place at St. Paul's in Southampton. It's a weekend where families traditionally gather together. But Thanksgiving is something that we can involve ourselves with every day. This is a psalm of thanksgiving with a promise to sing about God's faithfulness forever. And the wonderful thing about the psalm and the wisdom that it offers is that it offers it in a world that shows the difficulty of life. I'm sure you've all experienced a Pollyanna kind of everything is fine kind of attitude from someone that doesn't always address the difficulty of the situation we're in. The Psalms always address the situation that the people find themselves in. And yet they offer praise and thanksgiving, knowing that God walks with them, knowing that God offers guidance every day, and that God's love will stand firm forever. I had conversations with both of my girls today. One in England who is now in a 14-day home isolation because one of her roommates has developed a terrible cough. And so they have to send away for the test, take the test, and wait for it to come back negative before she and her 2 roommates can go out and about in the world. Our Sarah's not terribly worried about it being COVID, but she's worried about her students who now, after 3 weeks of being in school, will face having to have substitute teachers. Sarah and Elspeth, Alistair, everyone here at the house is experiencing a life very different than we expected it to be in September of 2020. And yet we all recognize those places of thanksgiving. We turn with gratitude to God and thank God for our family, for the fact that my parents are close by, the fact that we each day can get up and go and work and face daily challenges, and to be a part of a world that continues to move forward and live even in the midst of a pandemic. The Psalms tell us about a world that was lived by our ancestors, and they can be laid aside the lives that we live now. I hope you make some time today to turn to Psalm 89 and read more of those verses. And may they bless your day with a sense of incredible peace and incredible love that this psalm promises will stand firm. Blessings on your day. Take care. Wash your hands. Wear your masks, of course. And we'll see you on Sunday. So God bless. Bye-bye now.